Hey gorgeous, talking to you today about the Anchor Blend, the second in the sequence of the yoga collection, and probably one that you will be ready to start working with. So you've been using your Align for a little bit now, or at least just smelling it, getting used to it, remembering that it is there to align you with yourself, with your feelings, with your emotions, with where you are. It also helps to bring you into that center space when you're getting ready with your meditations and just being conscious, okay, with your daily activity. So it could just be when you're working outside, you might have it as a perfume, or maybe you've got it in the diffuser when you're inside working as well. But now we're going to shift into the anchor side of things. And anchor is the steadying blend. So it's fantastic for balance poses in yoga. Because it helps to strengthen that side of things. It gives us courage. And if you think about the balance poses in yoga, quite a few of them are very strong, or they all quite strong. But you've got a lot of warrior type poses. So I always see the anchor going in really well with the warrior. It's there to help you feel strong, to feel steady, to feel stable and centered. So anchor is lavender, cedarwood, frankincense, cinnamon, sandalwood, black pepper, and patchouli. So all of those oils, and a little bit more, but all of those oils are your main oils in there. And what you're looking at, when I look at these, right, I tend to think about the gifts that they give us from the metaphysical and the physical environment. So lavender, we know that lavender is the oil of communication, works extremely well with the throat chakra. Cedarwood is really, really good for helping you to feel calm and to know that everything's going to be okay. Frankincense is your oil of truth and light. It's the oil that connects you into higher consciousness. It's also the oil that works extremely well with all the cells in your body and helps to get rid of things that you don't need anymore. So it's really, really good for apoptosis. Cinnamon bark, we know that cinnamon is fire, spice, works with the blood, so it's going to help with circulation. Sandalwood, again, is one of those old school, hippie oils, along with patchouli, which is in there, that just always saw that incensey smell, but they do work quite well in meditation, and they work quite well with connection, while also working really well with your skin and your hair. So the other one is black pepper. Now, black pepper is the oil of unmasking. Well, black pepper is one, again, a spice, but it helps you to step into whatever it is that you're feeling and allows you to see things that you may not have wanted to see. So it's similar to juniper berry, and I wonder if it's because they're both berries, but anyway. So yeah, black pepper will help you as well. So anchor is a really good blend for you to start working with now, and to start feeling how you want to feel, understanding that if you use the anchor as your aromatic anchor, it will help you to bring yourself back into the feeling that it is that you're chasing, or whatever it is that you want to set yourself up for this year. So anchor is all about trusting your intuition and accepting the wisdom waiting within your own soul. We are looking towards being steady, calm, present, supported, clear, and courageous. Definitely want to use it aromatically in that you inhale. You can also use it topically. So if you want to use it when you are outside doing your walking meditation, or you're just being conscious with your gardening, or at work, wherever you are, you want to be conscious and anchored within yourself and with your own intention, then you can use this as your reminder, your aromatic anchor. So put it in your hands, diffuse it, apply it to pulse points. Topically, it works really, really good with the middle chakras. So we're talking about heart chakra, higher heart, up into your throat, the lavender oil in there as well. It teaches us to return to trust and find our center one moment at a time. Anchor encourages individuals to step onto the path before them with faith and courage, offering reassurance that it will be there, holding space for as long as needed. So it is one that you can work quite well with. It'll help you to feel quite rested and calm as well, anchoring you into the ground. Now, cinnamon, cedarwood, and black pepper help a lot with that. So does patchouli. It's quite earthy. I tend to find when I smell it, I smell more the lavender. So, of course, it wasn't really my favourite because lavender's not really my favourite. However, I do find it works. So the other ways that I will use is when I'm doing those standing balancing poses, I'll put anchor on my inner ankles when I start to do yoga practice, when I'm doing it myself or when I'm in a really intense class. I set the intention for the class with a line. So inhalation with that one first. I'm the weirdo that goes to a yoga class with their own little yoga collection, right? Because I don't really care what anyone else is doing. And I know that whatever I use is going to benefit everybody else because they smell it, right? So flip your box open. You're getting into the class or you're going to your practice. Think about what your intention is. Use your line. Then you're going to begin the movement and the flow, and you want to be strong within your poses and within yourself, so use anchor, and I use it on my feet because it's anchoring me into the ground. Arise is next, so we will chat about that in probably next week, but anyway, step 2 is anchoring ourselves. Seek to discover the purpose of the discontent and apply anchor. So on a emotional level, mental wellness aspect, using anchor helps you once you've worked out the connection, and to get in touch with what is being felt with and within the body, identifying what may be keeping you from moving forward in life in some way. So there are a couple of points here that I thought I would share from the lady who helped put the yoga collection together. Ask yourself, if I trust that all emotions have a higher or positive purpose and allow myself to accept and surrender to what I am feeling, then what is it that the higher intention is for my troubled feelings? I know that you know really well about surrender, and I know that when you have done your work, you've started to look into why the pain is there. Using this blend in this way helps you to delve that little bit deeper. So in my mind, it would be perfect if you're working with your therapist at the same time to use anchor in your sessions. Second point, how are they alerting me to misalignment and inviting me to get out of my head and move into my heart? Continue asking until you identify the purpose of your feelings. So there's no judgment. It's releasing any critiquing or opinion. It's releasing anything, really, any expectation of outcome, and then journaling or exploring what comes up. And then the third point is allow your awareness to anchor you, no longer fearful or avoiding how you feel, but creating a space of safety that honors self. Trust that the oils, the essential oils, the plant I want to say plant essence, but the plant people, the plant messages, the plant beings are going to support you through this. And that's what's coming through in the molecules of the essential oils that are in this particular blend, in all blends, actually, in all oils. When they're organic, true, when they're not synthesized. So when they are the material that they say that they are, you can rely on the essential oils providing you with the benefit that actually comes via that plant. So we've got a whole different connection then if we anchor in to that aspect of it as well. So you don't need to know everything about the plants that have been used. You don't need to know what the chemical constituents of everything is that's in the particular bottle of stuff, but what you do need to be aware of is that you're plugging in. I'm trying to think of how to say this without sounding weird. You're plugging in to a level of knowledge and wisdom that is much greater than anything you can imagine. So because you're connecting yourself right into nature, right into the plants and beings that are here before humans and after humans, you know, that whole side of things. So use it for your meditation, your prayer, and your focus. Use it to help you in speaking your truth. So that's that lavender aspect, oil of communication, blending in with the frankincense. Use it as a perfume if you want to. Definitely use it if you're feeling unsettled, uncertain, separated, fearful. Yeah, and just remember that it's taking you in. Now, in terms of the yoga aspect or the meditative aspect, I know some of you that are watching this won't be that keen or into yoga just yet. You probably will be after this. The affirmation that you want to use when you're working with this one is, I am living who I really am. I am that I am. Complementary yoga poses are your seated meditation, seated twists, and Bhumudra. So the seated meditation, perfect. Okay, and seated twist, you want to use some twisting anyway to work with your abdomen and with your stomach and your bowel and all that sort of stuff. So have a look into those poses and that mudra and start using it. Let me know how you're feeling, how things are going. There is a very, very interesting link between a couple of amino acids that are classified as non-essential, in that they don't provide the body with building blocks for tissue and things like that. However, they're essential for normal function. And one of those in particular is GABA, G-A-B-A, which is the gamma aminobutyric acid. There's been a lot of talk about that now because there's a really strong link between that and the brain, the gut-brain connection and emotion and feeling and high highs and low lows or depressive states or mental concerns, mental health concerns. Definitely a lot of talk around GABA, G-A-B-A. And what you need to know is that Anchor Blend and that particular yoga collection really strongly works to help your body with that. The other thing to know is that GABA is a non-protein forming amino acid, and you actually don't need to consume anything to get it, right? The non-essential amino acids can be synthesized in the body provided that sufficient nitrogen is available from other amino acids, and they are therefore classified as not essential in the diet. So no, they're not essential for the everyday person who may be completely balanced and everything is working fine. However, we need everything, don't we, to be working really well. Yeah, and you don't need to get it from an outside source is what I guess I'm getting to, because a lot of people go and get supplements that have got it in it because they think that they need to be taking it, but you don't actually need to. Look after the other building blocks of the body and the body will work out how to produce this stuff on its own. All right, have a fantastic day. Enjoy your experience with the Anchor Blend, remembering that you use Align, then Anchor, then Arise. But for the next few days or the next little while, just work with Align and Anchor, but definitely Anchor, and then let me know how you go. All right, see ya.